Lights did not last all night, and that's why I grabbed the shot when lights went low. And it's about the same light level. You get to see what the Insta360 Luna Ultra and Extra Muse can do. Headlights. Street lights, low light. Have I found a way that I could not have low light enabled in video mode, 4K, 30 frames per second? And is there a way that we can get firmware for all at about the same time? I don't think so. Hey, I'm Fish. I'm with firmware 1.014. And that is what's on this camera. And I check each and every day, hearing that people are already up to firmware 1.0236, for example. And how do we get that firmware if it's official? Simply open up the application and see if it comes on when the Insta360 Luna Ultra connects. We're headed towards the bay, and here we are by the water within a couple of seconds. Smell the diesel, see the sky that's threatening with rain, and the boats are ready to go. I am on the microphone. I don't have the option to switch over to this microphone. If I take this mic and I shut it off, now I'm able to switch on over to this microphone. But am I able to switch it off of this mic to that mic or this mic? We don't have a switch button. If I turn back on my microphone, I am back on this microphone and not that microphone. Insta360, I understand when we get a camera and it's out to the consumer, all these things are not tested out. People find the concerns and they're very thankful that you create firmware for them. And that is the thing where I'm not up to date with firmware. And I'm going to go check my firmware. But before I do, my eyes, not catching this too late. There was a bird on the rope over there. That was a sparrow or finch, a starling, whatever it was. I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to check to see if I got firmware 1.0236. Weak signal and no firmware. Oh man, look at me. I'm wearing glasses all over the place. I got lenses all over the place. Oh man, I tell you. Why am I a weak signal over here now? It disappeared. Maybe because your hand? Maybe because a lot of metal? Well, you know, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll be in the talks with Insta360, but I got to pick my camera up and show you guys this. Let me see if I could flip the camera around. There you go. While filming, I'm trying to get into the shot and show you the birds here. They're all flying around, probably for the shrimp in the water. One of the questions is, can you do eye lock and choose a filter that's built into the camera like cinematic? This is eye lock and cinematic. And that is what I've chosen. If I click on the right, I cannot change the cinematic. This is standard and no cinematic. And then this is standard with cinematic. And this is just a log. And let's not forget Dolby Vision. And that goes through everything that of cinematic, standard iLog, Dolby Vision, and just defaults. You cannot do any filters with Dolby Vision. But if you want to buy filters, you can do that, or use filters in post, you can do that. I thought maybe I'll concentrate on 12 times getting into the ship's upper area right here. That looks pretty awesome if asked. It's got a warm Kelvin light, and then if you scan on over, it's got the blue lights. I'm looking in Rendazzles. I had a nice like 2-second blank screen because of it trying to switch over and capture the shot. As we zoom out by just stepping out with the zoom, you get to see what it looks like from where I'm standing across the street. And through the glass window, you get to see what it looks like nice up and close. And see if I could zoom in to the back of the rooms over there. You get to see the pictures on the wall. And we'll just pull on out of the shot looking through the window of Rendazzles. You're looking at an Impatient, and we're about 18 inches away zoomed in. As we could zoom out, you get to see how the macro starts to get to standard. Every time you take off, you have the option to switch over to the microphone. I'm sitting on the leading edge of the chair because this one happens to be wet, and I'm not going to start to grab a chair that is dry. But it is what it is, man. And the Insta360 Luna Ultra. It's an awesome camera in the right person's hands. Well, I'm having fun with it. I have to try to master it the best I can for me and get the shots. It's a totally different camera from the Extra Muse in ways. Now, I am hoping that Extra pulls through and comes out with the camera. You know, this FCC Part 15 and all these regulations that they're putting on them, it seems that everybody wants to put their hands in the cookie jar and be part of things. We have scooters and e-bikes now that you can no longer ride, that you got to pay. Get a license, registration, insurance. Everything talks about money. Money talks. And that's what's happening here. Now, Extra wants to get out of this, and they want to get their camera to the US. What stops them from taking the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi part out of the camera and then making a module that would fit on the back of the camera into the USB-C with 2 little clips and just get that passed, then worrying about getting the actual camera to the market. People will be upset. Oh, I need a microphone. I need to be hooked up to the application. Well, all that to be disconnected. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi application, and that camera could come to the market if Extra is booted out. And nobody out there has talked about it. Well, I could be hanging out here until that sun starts to rise and maybe the color to the sky. And it's a beautiful shot with the seagulls flying on a semi-smooth, water. And there you have a beautiful shot. And on that note, I'm going to end this vlog and get on going. It's been a pleasure talking about the Insta360 Luna Ultra, and what it can do and what I can show you. You know, you have to have beautiful shots, be on vacation, enjoy what you got, what you have, because you all know something else is going to come on out. And that's going to be the next talked about camera. And everybody's just going to buy, and buy. Well, you know, one company is doing it right. You could buy that camera, use it, and return it. It's a buy program. And that's something that maybe these companies should start to put out. You want to buy into it, you pay a little subscription. You get into the group, and then you get the camera, try it out. Then if you really like it, you take that amount of money, you go have some fun getting that camera. You know what I mean. I'm Fish, and I'll see you on the next video.